Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today we're going to be watching the 10th episode of the 4th season of Overlord. And last episode we basically had the Sorcerer Kingdom declare war, right? And we also had like the whole month thing that just zoomed on by. And we had a bit of an attack on like a port city, which a port city does its best to defend, but really didn't have much of a chance, at least up until some red robot thing just kind of appeared in the sky, gunned down Death Knights, which kind of seemed like a bit of a mixture of genres a little bit, like fantasy and sci-fi, it just seemed weird to have Skeleton like mowed down with like a machine gun sort of thing. But yeah, I don't think the Port City people are going to complain too much as long as they got saved. But yeah, there's still a lot of mystery about what exactly this red robot-looking thing even is. So yeah, the very first shot, the very first frame of this episode shows it. So I imagine we'll get some clarification on it in this episode. So yeah, let's just jump on in, see what that's all about. So 3, 2, 1, play. Is Ian's confused as I am? Okay, so he recognizes it from Yggdrasil, but that's pretty much the extent of it. So it could be a sign of another player being here. That would be really cool. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Didn't really think about that. I definitely should have. But yeah, he's, of course, faking it as he usually does. Not a competition. He definitely was not. It does sound clever, though. Oh, they both got the Sasuga. Love how proud of herself Shatira looked. Okay. Right. That foolish fish took that bait hard. Yeah, now what do we do? Not good for the Port City people. Yeah, we also had a little bit of, asking for mercy for people last episode. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Getting serious now. We will teach them well. And yeah, open it. I really wish my chair would stop squeaking. Like, it just takes a very slight movement to make it squeak, and it's driving me nuts. And most likely picked up by the microphone. Actually, haven't seen him for a while. Our Emperor boy. Yeah, now you do see like a red. Is that the red robo guy? Because you do see like a bit of a red sparkle in the sky. And yeah, I thought I recognized her from the opening. Well, to clarify what I mean, when I saw her in the previous episode, I thought to myself, I think that's the one girl from the opening. And now that I actually see it, it confirms it. And is that the same guy, just a different armor, or? Because yeah, I don't think we'd be 2 players in one episode or one arc, right? So it could be a thing where it's the same guy, just that's his other armor. Because Iron's a different outfit, Okay, title, The Last King, okay. Saigo no. Is there an ultimatum here? I'd expect of a princess. She gets her way one way or the other. Oh, there she is. That really is a beautiful dress. That was a really nice big old rug. More maps. They're very careful and sneaky. That's what he did. By being very sneaky. I remember that. I remember that. No. No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first saw him back in like season 1 or whatever. I didn't think much of him, but definitely more capable than I first thought when I first saw him. That's what I'm trying to say. I enjoy their conversations. Just you wait, Sorcerer King. I'll get you. Also glad to see the blue roses. And like you specifically. Azuth, okay. So is that the player? A difficult one. They look so serious, the twins. What? You want to go in first? I heard giggling. Did I hear giggling? I heard something. Does he have like concubines with him? Is that what that was? Yeah, that's what I thought. Not exactly official business meeting attire. And I want to do what she says. Well, she asked nicely. Now she's done asking nicely. That's one way to get rid of them. That would really come in handy. Evil Eye, that's her name. Okay. I think I called her Red Eye previously because I couldn't remember what she was called. I feel so bad now. Okay, we have others. Wow, that hat though. Big axe. He does look quite powerful. What is that hat? Scout, okay. Okay. It's quite the outfit she's got going on, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that's who they are. Man, that outfit though. I mean, there's a lot of powerful people in this room. I'm sure she would be. That's what I call a group right here. Not loyalty. Okay. I want to see this guy in action so I can know how much he's just boasting and how much he can back up. Okay, so at least aware of that much. Priorities. Well, he was not the most likable guy ever, that's for sure. Okay, he's got his war art. Okay, that's yeah, he's in his war mode. Got the horse, got the armor. Meanwhile, has got his throne in a nice little tent. I know that's not the best word for it, but you know what I mean. I love the color scheme of it, the look of it. Has he ever seen Ainz face to face? I don't think so. Gotta love Albedo's way of thinking. Right. I really don't think he needs them. Like, you know, I don't think he's gonna be able to 1v1 Ainz. With or without the armor. I'm not gonna remember all that. May I offer you a beverage? Listen, I want that table. It's a fair question. Butterfly. Essentially be made an example of, yeah. Any suggestions? I mean, for one thing, he's not really a political leader, he just played a video game and kind of fell into this role. For one thing. Yeah, that was the original thing, trying to find his old comrades. Wow. That's an answer. I mean, it's not wrong, it's just... Well, there you go. Yeah, don't they have their regular fights, you know, with the Empire? Well, maybe there are other ways, but this is just his favorite. Man, he's just dropping the lines here. Man, I feel oddly tense watching this scene. Especially because if Ainz's side was a lot weaker than it is, you know, they would just destroy them. You know, basically saying if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't do much different. So they don't really have any kind of moral high ground to stand on, is what I'm trying to say. Well, nobody plans to. Thank you, Ainz. You are too kind. Yeah, I probably need some water. Yeah, didn't he dad the goblins? I mean, the guy was an idiot, so... really hard person to have sympathy for. So how you feeling after that? I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of hard, easy to lose sight of that. But yes, happiness for you and your people should be the, main goal. You gave it your best shot, though. Yeah, he's not really kind of quite what you would imagine. Like, he doesn't think much of killing people because of the skeleton aspect, but aside from that, there's definitely much more, like, evil rulers in this setting. Nobles and stuff. Did somebody arrive? So yeah, somebody arrived. Also, it's almost over. Is that man about to die? Yeah, you're... I definitely get where they're coming from. You can't win this fight. I bet you will. Is he about to die in this scene? Wow. Yeah, I definitely misjudged him when I first met him. Yeah, who's got the guts to try? They cut away. But if he died there, he definitely went out like a true king, a true badass. There's his head in that bag. I mean, he's been offered heads before. Why is he asking about that? Oh, I really wonder how Ainz is going to handle this. I mean, killing your old ruler doesn't really do a lot to inspire confidence in your loyalty. Ain's always a kind one. Stay. Oh, Ainz. It's time for a slaughter. And we just end, like, hard in right there. Okay, that was the 10th episode of the 4th season of Overlord. Man, I really wasn't really expecting that kind of ending. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. That ending there, the way they treated their king like that just kind of really bothers me for some reason. Like, he did so much to try to help them, you know, be a good king. Even try to negotiate with Scary Skeleton, the enemy leader. And just because they were afraid to die, they kill him in his own tent. Offer the head to the enemy, just save their own skins. I don't know, just it really, really bothers me. But yeah, as far as everything else happened in the episode, not really too much to say. Like, a lot of the episode was focused on. Actually, I kind of forgot, but we did have the whole thing with the meeting of the different adamantite groups, right, to try to discuss what to do, right? And I think there was a Black Scripture, the one with the girl with the hat and the floating ball and all that. But seriously, that hat is just... I feel like she's going to get squished under the weight of that hat. That's really what it looks like. But we did not see the, Red Robo-Man from last episode. I was hoping we would see him. They did heavily imply as a player, which is already really cool to find out. So, if it is somebody that Nines, knows personally from the game, like on a name basis, that would be pretty cool. But so far, I don't really know too much about that character, about that person. But yeah, we definitely saw some new faces in that scene. Some very strong people. But we didn't really see them do anything after the initial meeting. I'm sure we'll see more of their actions later on. But like everyone's kind of talking about, Ainz, nobody's really going to be able to fight him, or have a really challenge him, so it doesn't really matter how much of them group together, really. Like, Red Robo Boy is the only one that could actually realistically fight Ainz. And even that, I'm not quite sure how they match up against each other. I mean, remember, back in Season 1, Ainz battled Shaltir, where Shaltir, had some kind of advantages against Ainz, because I think she used, holy magic and stuff like that, so... That was one of those things that made it clear how powerful Ainz is, finding somebody that's a little bit, around his power scale. So, even if there's another player, I would, I bet on Ainz to win the fight. We got to see more blue roses, which I definitely appreciate. I really did not think it would be the King's last episode. The new King, King 2.0. He didn't really get much of a chance here. But yeah, I also didn't even expect, the conversation we got between him and Ainz. That was actually really... I'm not sure what the best word for it is, but, it was a bit of a... Heart-to-heart is not quite the word I'm looking for, but hopefully you get kind of what I mean. They were just really, because Ainz really opened up about his motivations and his feelings and why he's doing what he's doing. There was no real, political grandstanding or trying to make what he's doing sound better than it is. It's just he wants to achieve his goal, which, happiness. And this is a way to do it. And maybe there's other ways, but if a way presents itself in front of you, you take it. You don't just ignore it hoping to find another one. That'll never get you happy in life if you do that. But yeah, we don't really see Ainz open up this much, and we really got to see what's on his mind here. And you got to meet with the enemy leader as well, and I think developed some real respect for him there. And not too long after that, had his head brought to his doorstep by some cowards. Yeah, I can only imagine how Ainz felt in that moment. I mean, the fate that he sent them to, is very telling. They did not appreciate that, but... especially because, we had with the old king, right? He was willing to offer his head, In this case, the people were willing to offer somebody else's head. Yeah, I don't really have too much more to say. It was such an upsetting thing that happened there. Like, I guess it shouldn't be the most shocking thing in the world considering the circumstances, but it just really got to me for some reason. So I don't really have too much more to say about the episode. But, so yeah. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.